Guys, it's Blackie. Okay, today I want to talk about hammock sizes. Okay, now as many of you know, I have shown many times in my videos the big 11-foot camping hammock with the 12-foot tarp that I often use. That's one wind. And it has a big mosquito net on it that goes all the way to the ground, and then it has underquilts and etc. That's my camping hammock. That's when I'm going out and setting up, and I've got conveyance usually, so I'm not having to carry that, but it's kind of bulky, rolled up. It's about the size of a sleeping bag. Okay. In my haversack I carry this one. Now that is the ultralight one wind hammock that I've talked about and showed in many of my videos, and it's a complete sleeping hammock. I can sleep in this. It's more than big enough. But as you can see, that's it with the straps. There ain't much there, and there is no mosquito netting. I was looking for something between the two. I wanted a hammock that would be smaller than the big bulky camping hammock, yet give me some mosquito options, which was better than the ultralight. And that is the zippered hammock, which is this. And you can see the size difference. But this one has a full mosquito net in it. This one has no mosquito net, it's just a hammock. Okay? So this has got straps and everything in there. And so I want to show you about this. Why this? I actually got it to be a present for my good friend Trinity Sainer, because Trinity doesn't like creepy crawlies. And on an event we went to last year, she had her one wind hammock set up, and she had it a little too low to the ground, and her mosquito net was touching the ground. And so when we got done with the event that night and we're all coming back getting ready to go to bed, she had about a dozen wolf spiders inside of her tent, inside of her hammock, because they'd crawled up the inside of that. It was laying directly on the grass, and there was a lot of little bugs, and so they went in there hunting, and so she had about a dozen wolf spiders inside that. Needless to say, she didn't sleep in the hammock that night, and I don't blame her. You know, creepy crawlies, some people don't, it really bothers them. They don't bother me, but some people it really does. And so I wanted to get her a small, compact hammock that would have a zippered type of screen on it. And that, let me show you how this works. Where it can work is a open hammock during the day and a mosquito netted hammock at night or whenever you need it. So let me set it up. Okay, as you can see, I've got it set up now, and this is a full-size hammock. Probably like 11 feet long, something like that, more than enough room for a full-grown adult. It has a built-in ridge line to it. This will keep the mosquito net off of you and also takes the load. Now the advantage to a hammock with a ridge line is the strength of the straps that set it up are supposed to be like 2,500 pounds, and then this dynamic cord is supposed to be 1,800. So it's going to hold your actual weight, and keeping the center of balance up here, this hammock is very stable. It doesn't feel tippy because you're actually hanging like a pendulum underneath the load. The load goes straight across, and you can pull that real tight and yet leave the hammock loose. This keeps you from being pinched up in a hammock. A hammock without a ridge line, if you pull it tight, you get in there and you're like this because it's trying to banana, it's trying to pull you. This way it can be loose and you can lay diagonally or roll over on your side or whatever, and there's plenty of room inside the hammock. Along the edge of the hammock there's these clips. That's so you can hook the underquilt to this. So this can be used in the winter, not strictly as summer only. We have a full mesh, and it even has inside of it on the ridge line one of the attachment Prusik knots with a loop, so you can hook a bag or something like that and move it wherever you need it inside of it. To get in and out, you have a set of double zippers. So you would open it up, lift up, come in, and then push down and sit down to get into it. Real easy. The advantage to this over a standard one like you see with this type of thing is the way the mosquito net can be not removed but stored when you don't want it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the zippers and go in opposite direction. This will go all the way to here, and here at this section there's a 2-inch section where the mosquito net is actually sewed to the hammock. So I put my first zipper there, and now I'm going to take the other zipper and go all the way around. Just like this. Now I can pull the mosquito net off, and the stuff sack that the hammock comes in, I leave it on this end. So now with it still on the hammock and attached to the hammock, I can take the entire mosquito net and stuff it into that bag like this. Pull up the shock cord, and that has stowed the mosquito net. Now it's just a wide open normal hammock. It's a nice wide hammock, plenty of room to lay in this thing diagonal and etc. Sit in it, lay in it, sleep in it, etc. But when you do have the bugs, you can put it back on easily without having any muss or fuss, not having to take it down. And that's the problem with some of the hammocks, not necessarily one winds, but it's a problem with some hammocks that have a permanently attached mosquito net. On those times, it's just, there are not hardly any bugs, but it is so hot. The mosquito net makes it hotter, it traps air. So this way I can completely get rid of it and just have my tarp up here above me to give me the rain protection or shade and have a wide open hammock. Very handy. Putting it back on is just as easy. All I have to do is come up here and unhook, grab, and start pulling. Run it down the ridge line, just like that. Reach underneath, grab that zipper. These are good zippers, and if you do run over some of the mosquito net, just back up and it will clear itself very easily. Pull to the center. Pull to the center. And so that easily, I'm back fully enclosed with the mosquito net. Again, I can get out, in and out on either side. These zippers go all the way around. So if I want to come in from that side, I can do that. If I want to put a zipper at the top on both sides, it has where you can grab it on the inside as well as out. They're double zippers. So I could zip from either side if I wanted to get in or out. Pretty handy, huh? So, this is the one wind zippered hammock. And for those of you who, like me, live in environments that require that you have some sort of mosquito net, this may be the way to go. It's smaller than and more compact, better for backpacking and putting in a rucksack, where I'm going to have this. But at the same time, I can easily open it up and be able to have just an open hammock, so that I could set this low enough to be able to sit in it as a lounger and, you know, put my little stove in front of me or something and cook out here on the side. And then when I'm ready to go to bed and I don't want to have the bugs, I can zip the zipper around. Pretty simple. Hope you've enjoyed this, guys. Please leave any questions or comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button before you go. Till next time, I'm Blackie, wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.